YouTube, we are here with a very basic video. There's probably thousands of these videos on this subject out there, but maybe you just haven't seen. Well, you probably have seen it this way. I don't even know. But sky drops are super easy. I've seen that there is a new app in the new Photoshop for doing sky drops, and sky drops are a big deal. But like, look, okay, so this my camera sensor was super dirty. When I cleaned it, it was dirty. Don't know how it got that way, but every time you start changing lenses, this kind of thing can happen. So that's why you want to keep the same lens on the same body forever if you can. You never know when you risk something like this happen until you get home and you got the pictures right. Luckily, this is a pretty low pressure client of mine, and sky drops are easy. So what are we gonna do? I got the magic wand. So I got the tragic wand, which I got on as a shortcut of W. Okay, 3x3 average, 60 tolerance. I usually do like 33 tolerance. Contiguous, that just means it's going to select everywhere in the photo, or it's going to be constrained to just the area that you clicked. Is the furthest distance that particular color or that particular subject area that it clicked on, it's going to find it throughout a specific area and not past its borders. If that explains it, I don't know, there's probably a better explanation somewhere on YouTube. So I don't use contiguous very often, but sometimes I do when I go in and I make little smaller tragic wand selections. Okay, so this little area over here, I'm going to select that too. Now look, oh my gosh, look at all that. Look at all that selection down here. That's a huge problem, right? Wrong? It's not. And in fact, it's exactly what we want. Now sometimes, man, I wish I knew something cool to do with these negatives sometimes, but sometimes those turn out pretty cool. I like using the wand for that, or seeing those sometimes. But okay, so now we got a lot of area here that we need to figure out what we're going to do with, right? Here's a nice Texas sky right here that I'm going to choose. Put it over top. Now look, here is a quick tip for if you're doing multiple photographs and you're trying to put a background into multiple photographs of the same subject on the same day, and the angles change slightly. You can't very rarely go and get away with using the exact same background constrained in the exact same way for every one of the photographs, because you're gonna get to where, like, not the exact same, like it cannot be the exact same, or you're gonna get like a consistency in the photos that's gonna become unreal to the person viewing the photographs. Especially if they like click through them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something like that, because there's going to be a very unnatural occurrence of the sky being in the exact same place, and that does not happen so in real life. So all you have to do to defeat this or to extinguish this issue is this is control clicking. After this is a smart object, or a smart object is better. Yep, it is smart object. So I just control click, and all you got to do is just drag it a small portion. Okay, nothing major. You'll have to, if for some reason you think you don't have to, but just that little bit of difference won't have this exact same plane in the exact same place in two different even if they're just slightly different angles. Okay, so you got to make some sort of difference, even though this would be the background for a lot of the angles, and you could use this for a lot of the photos, this one exact picture. Even though I took pictures in this day, I took pictures all around the sky in all different directions. Just in case, like there's a reason that the sun has got to be like orientated in a specific way for a specific shot. that happens every once in a while, but or it happens quite often in real estate. But otherwise, just that small adjustment is all you need. So when you're flicking through the pictures, it doesn't look like the exact same sky in different angles. Okay, so here's another tip. Okay, so you want to use sky shots from the same lens that you're dropping them into. Okay, I don't know if I've ever heard that explained by anybody before, and you want to line up the horizons roughly the same. Okay, for both photos, so that the sky has a natural curve. Like, this is a wide angle lens. I don't think it was fully open. I don't think it was at 12 millimeter. It's probably at like 15, to not be so bulgy at the front of the bus. But okay, so we go up here and select the mask, but the sky was shot at super wide, and so it's gonna, I don't know how it is, but like, you can tell in the sky many a times just that natural curve that the lens adds. And you would be surprised at I think people would be surprised how clever people's eyes are. Okay, and they will pick up little things like that. All right, so I'm gonna go back to full flow on the widest dispersion of the brush. Get all this stuff down here pretty easy. Okay, right? Okay, so now if you'll notice, like, the trees are pixelated. There's things that are pixelated, and I used to get all concerned about that pixelation because it doesn't look real. Like, that doesn't look real. Okay, there's like leaves out in the middle of the sky. It just doesn't work. Well, look, this is true probably in most places. When there is a deep depth of field in the sky, like, it's going to be white, it's going to be hazy. Okay, so in order to get that natural depth of haze back, in most photos, sometimes this can conflict, like the sky can conflict with the haze just a little bit, and you might have to get in there and make some like little adjustments to make it look real. Okay, but most of the time, if you make this nice and wide, it's going to have a real natural fade. And this works well for when there's a lot of trees. You're in a real wooded area, and the photograph has a lot of trees with a lot of light shining through the branches. And like every leaf, you know, like you can see like every leaf has to get selected, you know, like it's a very complex mask, right? This little trick, like there's always a little natural, I guess like a hazy vignette around the furthest depth of field in the picture. Okay, so I hope this helped you guys. Trying to make a little bit shorter video here, but that masking back in and the explanation of it. And then, you know, like sometimes you got to get in here and learn the pen tool. I don't know why that didn't select the pen tool. I hate when my shortcuts don't work. But you know, to get this nice straight edge, and when you're using, if you use Magic Wand to do your sky drops and stuff, like it's almost impossible to get straight edges. Okay, and it's impossible to get to bring back the natural curves. So the easiest way to do that, man, is you guys just got to get good at the pen tool. Okay, I think can't remember his name. Kelly, one of the guys that used to do tons of videos. You know, see? And anyway, he used to do a lot of videos, and he always used the pen tool and was super fast at it. I don't got the shortcuts for the pen tool down, or I don't even use the shortcuts like he uses them, but like he's super quick with them too. And you can easily do windows, you can do blinds, like there's things that, and very intricate drop-ins you might have to do or whatever. See you guys next time. Hope you like the video. Like and subscribe.